Hello, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my presentation about the tenses. Introduce myself. My name is Oktavia. You can call me Kaina or Kaina. I'm present 17. What is tenses? Tenses is the form of a verb that shows the time something happened or is going to happen. There are three types of the tenses: past, present, and future, which can be further divided into simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense, and perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense. Simple present tense is tense that are used when an event is happening right now or an event that happens repeatedly or habit is done every day. Simple present tense is one several tense which has a function to tell a fact or habitual activity. Formula of simple present tense. Positive or affirmative is subject plus verb 1 plus complement. Negative is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 and plus complement. Question or interrogative is do or does plus subject plus verb 1. Do is for I, you, they, and we. Does for he, she, it. Example from the journal Primary Education. Indonesian is a principal language used in most of the schools in the study areas. The sentence above is included the simple present tense because it states the fact or the truth that are also happening in the present. The sentence also states events are carried out every day. 2. From the storybook titled The Way of the World. My master lives there and I'm afraid to go any further. Because the sentence above states the truth in the story and the pattern of sentence format uses the simple present tense. Next is simple past tense and simple past continuous tense. Simple past tense is used to talk about a completed action in a time before now. Simple past is the basic form of the past tense in English. The time of action can be the recent past or the distant past, and action duration is not important. Formula is subject plus verb to plus object. Simple past continuous tense is describe action or event in a time before now, which began in the past and were still going on when another event occurred. Formula is subject plus was or were plus verb in. Example is from storybooks. Dito selesai bilingual book, titled The Fisherman and the Golden Fish. First is simple past tense. The husband worked as fisherman and the wife stayed at home. Because using verb to and is a form of past and unsustainable sentence. 2. Past continuous tense. There was an old couple living on a small island. Because using to be was and followed by verb 1 plus in, verb which proves that the sentence included events that occur simultaneously. 2 is from the journal Asia Tel. 1. Simple past tense, page 119. In the 2008 version, some events were replayed to eliminate items that were not responded to. Because simple past tense has formula that is subject plus verb 2. Verb 2 marked by verb 1 in additional e or ed in the last word. 2 is past continuous tense, page 116. Studying English for 3 or more years before junior high school was more effective for developing students' overall proficiency than program lasting for less than 3 years. Because using to be was and followed by verb 1 plus in with proves that sentence included even the occur simultaneously. Next is present continuous tense and simple future tense. Present continuous tense indicated is happening now frequently and might continue in the future. Formula is subject is to be, is, are plus verb in. Simple future tense is a verb tense that used to talk about things that have not happened yet. To talk about an action or condition that will begin and end in the future. Subject formula is subject plus will or shall plus verb one. Example is present continuous tense first from journal, page 2. On the other hand, there is still a learning process which is done by emphasizing the method of lecturing and memorizing. I think the sentence is equal to the present continuous tense because it states something is happening. It also uses the present continuous tense formula to be plus e. There is an adverb of time in the present continuous tense still. 2. Little Sunshine Bilingual Peter, Reno and Japanese Reno. Now, the three best friends are happy playing together in the jungle because there is an adverb of time in the present continuous tense now that something is happening and also uses present continuous tense formula to be are plus being verb in. 2 is simple future tense from the journal. In short, applying the blended learning as instructional model will take the teacher sales effort in order to get maximum benefit. The sentence is equal to the simple future tense because there is the word will take. The simple future tense formula will plus verb 1. Little sunshine bilingual book. Title the liar crow I will take care of them. There is will take in which indicated and something or even that will happen. Next is present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect tense is used for an action that started at something in the past and still continuing now. In this case, the word of length of period time and since specific starting time are usually used with the present perfect. Formula is subject plus have or has plus verb 3 past principle. Present perfect continuous tense is used to express the action or text that started in the past and continues in present, and just double presently. Formula is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb in. Example from the present perfect tense journal page 32. Since the opening of the school it has been incorporated into the public school system of the city. The sentence is included in the present perfect tense because it states something that has happened since a time in the past. Also use the present perfect tense formula has verb been and using verb 3 or past principle. Little Sunshine Bilingual Books. Little is Kiki a selfish rabbit. After all the rights have been completed, have discussed. The sentence is included the present perfect tense because it tells something that has happened since a time in the past. Also uses the present perfect tense formula has plus been and using verb 3. 2 is present perfect continuous tense. There is no present perfect continuous tense in the journal and the book story because the journal and the storybook has been completed in the past. There is no event that expresses an action that started in the past and continues to this day. Next is past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect tense refers to time period then before now. It is used to make it clear that one event happened before another in the past. Formula is subject plus have plus verb 3. Past perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continues up to that point. Formula is subject plus had plus been plus verb 1. Example: past perfect tense from journal. The present rates of Indonesian over age of 25 that have attained at least at a bachelor degree in 2016 was just under 9%. The sentence is included in the past perfect tense because use the formula had plus verb 3 and the past perfect refers to a time earlier that before now. It is used to make it clear that one event happened before another in the past. Little Sunshine Bilingual Group. However, Ki Ageng Gribi had to attend every ceremony in Mataram. Ki Ageng Gribi was also married to the younger sister of Sultan Agung, Raden Ayumas. The sentence is past perfect tense formula. Subject plus had plus verb 3, and the sentence explains about an event that has been experienced in the past and has not continued until now. Past perfect continuous tense. I can find the past perfect continuous tense in the journal and storybook because past perfect continuous tense describes an action that started in the past, continued up until another time in the past, and was completed in the past. The formula is subject plus had plus verb in. Future continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. Future continuous tense is used to express an action which will be in progress at a particular time in the future. Formula is subject plus will or shall plus be plus verb in. Future perfect continuous tense is used when an action is to continue up to a certain point of time in the future. Formula is subject plus will or shall plus have been plus verb in. Example: future continuous tense from journal is the land is your land. Marcia: okay, we will be arriving in the New York City very soon. Because use the formula of future continuous tense, subject plus will or shall plus be plus verb in from the children book is there is no future continuous tense in the children book because future continuous tense are tense that shows an action that will happen over a period of time in the future. The formula used in the future continuous tense is subject plus verb or shall plus will or shall plus be plus verb in. Future perfect continuous tense. There is no future perfect continuous tense because future perfect tense tends to describe action or event that will lead up to a certain point in the future. Meanwhile, in children's storybook and teaching material for action or activities that have occurred or are happening do not continue into the future. Next, the last is conditional sentence 1, 2, and 3. Conditional sentences are natural language sentences that express that one thing is contingent that something else. Type 1 is a possible situation and the result using simple present. Type 2 is a hypothetical condition and its possible result using simple past. Type 3 and impossible past situation and its result in the past using past perfect. The example of the type of one from the journal. If I go to the shop, I will get some bread. I need not to go to the shop. Next is if I know the answer, I will tell you. Because the sentences are based on the facts and the situation is real, the tense in the if clause is the simple present and the tense in the main clause is the simple future. Type 2 from the journal is if I had the money, I would travel around the world. I don't have the money. If I did not go to the party, I will not get a souvenir. Because the sentences are not based on the actual situation. The sentence in the if clause is the simple past, and the tense in the main clause is the present conditional or the present continuous conditional. Next, tip 3 from the journal is if I had known you were coming, I would not have prepared the cheese dish. I didn't know you were coming. I prepared a cheese dish. If I had gone to London, I will have met you. Because these sentences are truly hypothetical and unreal. Because it is now too late for the condition or its result to exist. There is always some implication of regret with type 3 conditional sentence. The reality is the opposite of or contrary to what the sentence expresses. In the type 3 conditional sentence, the time is the past and the situation is hypothetical. The tenses in the if clause is the past perfect and the tense in the main clause is the perfect conditional or the perfect continuous conditional. From the storybook, I don't think the conditional figure 1, 2, and 3. There are no such tenses because there are no sentences that match from the formula. Thank you very much for your great attention. Thank you for listening. My this I have shared beneficial for all of me. Thank you so much for your attention.